Hey guys, welcome to my Tea Time Reviews. We are a homeschooling family and I just want to kind of give you an overview of the homeschool curriculum we chose for my kindergartner. This is our first year of homeschooling. So this is just going to be, there was definitely some issues that I will be changing up for our first year. But I did want to just kind of give you an overview. I will actually be doing reviews of some of these in later videos, but right now I just want to kind of give you the overview of everything. So the main bulk of our curriculum was Torchlight. And this was Torchlight is a new secular homeschooling resource and curriculum, and we bought this right when they came out. And there were some issues with this, and she's actually going to be revising the Level K, and it will hopefully be coming out sometime soon, and everyone who purchased Level K originally will get a free copy of the new Level K. Now, it is a heavily literature-based curriculum. This is seriously just a small, tiny portion of some of the books that are in this curriculum. I did not want to get them all out. I didn't want this video to be quite that long, but I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the curriculum. So it's based on the Socratic method. I'm not really sure if that's accurate, but that was the description. And basically it is laid out in weeks like this, and each day of the week is broken down. And as you can see, it does come with literature and poetry, art, music, social studies and culture, science, and building character. Reading and writing, you do have to find alternate courses as well as math. But it's pretty easy to follow. The main issues with this for us as a family, just that I'm hoping that's what's getting revised, is that some of the books that are part of each week, because I'm sorry I didn't really show you, but each week has a particular country that it's focusing on. Some of the books had nothing to do with that country, which is fine, but they would talk about other countries instead. Or some of even the social studies parts, the story, this is a year full of stories, which I'll show you in just one second. The story from a year full of stories was from a different country or had absolutely nothing to do with that week's lesson. I've run into that a couple of times. I don't know if it's typo issues or what's going on, because I was able to find stories that went with the country, but just not the pages that are mentioned here are just not correct. But there's a few more of these, just the stories weren't really connecting with the geography portion of the curriculum, in my opinion. It doesn't happen every week, but it happens a few times. I'm hoping that's one of the things she's going to be fixing. But there are so many books, so many books. Now, this I actually had printed out from the Homeschooling Printing Company. I did not, otherwise you have to print and bind it yourself because it's just a downloaded curriculum. This is not something that gets sent to you. So, and the Homeschool Printing Company, they do a fantastic job. I mean, as you can see, this is very beautiful. You don't see much, you really don't see the previous page through the pages. I did get the heavier weighted pages for that reason, but I'm really happy with them. So here are some of the books, just like I said, a small tiny portion of the books. Now their building character book that they actually recommend is this book. We do not like this book, so I have instead gotten the Mali and Keela, and we really love this one so much better. My daughter has absolutely loved it. She's actually 5 turning 6, and she loved this book. She really enjoyed it. This one is just a little bit, I don't know, the lessons don't really connect to me that you're supposed to be learning. While with this one, you definitely get the lesson, that the lesson is very clear what they're supposed to be learning. Another book that is part of the curriculum is Thunder Underground. It's a really cute poem book. We really enjoy this book as well. I highly recommend it. There are alternatives you can get if you can't find this book, but this one is just really very beautiful pages and really cute little poems. These Zoe and Sassafras books are part of the science portion of the curriculum, and they are some of my daughter's absolute favorite books. She gets so excited reading Zoe and Sassafras. My 2-year-old also wants to listen to these books. This is one we haven't read yet, so it's not opening very well. But as you can see, they're just really cute books, very easy to follow for my child. Some people have complained about these, but We absolutely love them. My daughter wants all of them. Another one is that we find really, really cute and really, really enjoyed is the Greeting from Somewhere books. It's actually based on 2 homeschooling children, and it's just about their adventures and investigating different things. Again, these are chapter books, and my daughter really, really loves them. This one is A Year Full of Stories. Sometimes these go over my daughter's head. We talk about them a lot, and I try to help her kind of guide her to what she should be getting out of the stories, but I think they would definitely be better for maybe a 7 or 8-year-old, but the pictures are absolutely gorgeous. I really love the stories. The stories are fun and cute. Some of the stories are a little bit dark sometimes, but that hasn't been a problem for us. I still read the stories even if they are a little dark because that's the way of the world. But we have really, really enjoyed them. Like I said, though, the only difference is my daughter does have a little bit more of a difficult time trying to get what she's supposed to be getting out of these stories. Now, again, that's just a small portion. There's so many more. I'm just not going to go through all of them. Now, what we chose for reading and writing was ABeCeDarian. There's not a lot of information on not a lot of people use ABeCeDarian, and I had a really hard time finding a good review of ABeCeDarian out there. But we really, 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 really love ABeCeDarian. I will say you have to supplement it with a couple of books with more reading, but all in all, she's already on level 2, and we have enjoyed it. It's really good at teaching her to sound things out. It's been really great. It's a very easy method. We have not struggled with learning how to sound words out at all. She is flying through this course. My only complaint, and again, I didn't really want to do reviews, but my only complaint is there's not enough reading. So I do get like the Bob books and a few books from the library, and that helps her read a little bit more. Moving Beyond the Page. Moving Beyond the Page is another secular homeschooling course. You get the full course. It's a little bit, I hate to call it literature heavy because it's nowhere near as literature heavy as Torchlight, but it is a little literature heavy. And it is literary based. I can't talk right now. Literary based. There we go. And I wanted to get one of their workbooks just to try them out because originally, before I found Torchlight, we were going to do Moving Beyond the Page. And I will say I got a little talked into doing Moving Beyond the Page instead of this one because a lot of people are like, oh, kids don't like workbooks. And this is a very workbook heavy curriculum, and your daughter won't be happy. Don't always listen to other people. That's all I'm going to say. This is going to be our main course next year. My daughter absolutely loves it. This is her favorite lesson that we do. And I've been just trying to stretch it out as best I can for the entire year because we don't have a lot of money to spend on multiple courses, but definitely learned a lesson there. This is my daughter's favorite. We will be getting more. So my daughter did Singapore Math, and as you can see, we finished Singapore Math. She flew through Singapore Math. It was really, really easy for her to follow along. We're actually starting her first grade math already, but we really enjoyed this. This was really easy to introduce math to a kindergartner, and if it's really, really easy for them, just let them do more than what they normally do, or let them just do it faster. And that's what I wound up doing. She did not complain. She was happy to do more, and we were really happy with this one. And then for handwriting, we did the Zahner Blaser handwriting. This is kind of out of order because we use these pages. We put them in these, and then she can trace over them. That way we can use the same pages multiple times. But it is very colorful. As you can see, it's a very, very colorful curriculum. And it does really great explanations. You get these things that just kind of show them the different types of lines they will be drawing, the circles, the slanted, the straights. And again, didn't really have any problems with it. My only complaint with it is it's so perfect, and it doesn't really give a lot of room for error. My daughter wants to express herself a little bit, so that was our main issue with that. But other than that, her handwriting improved. If she went to barely able to write, she can write pretty legibly now. All right, guys, well, that is my overall curriculum. My daughter also takes some co-oping classes as well, and overall, we have really been enjoying homeschooling. All right, guys, well, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.